Hey beautiful people, it's Rickita back with another video. So in this video, I'm going to show you how you can get a 100-point increase in less than 30 days. Now I've seen this conversation that some of my subscribers was having. I'm going through all my comments, and if I see that you guys aren't subscribed, if I see that you guys aren't a subscriber, then I want to make sure that I answer you guys questions faster. So I'm like filtering through only subscriber questions, and I saw this one. So somebody said that kickoff won't make your credit score go up that much in over a month. Like it's gonna take several months for that whole contract or whatever to go through. And the person below them said, yes, your score can go up if it's very low. And the next person says not that much, all this stuff. If that's the case, credit people will tell them to get kickoff. And I always told people to get the kickoff account, you guys. I seen it go boost a lot of people credit scores. Over 100 points in a month. Not saying that this may be it for you. I'm going to tell you why the kickoff did it, because any account can really do it. But I always suggested that, and it is possible that your credit score can go up this much, especially if you add new accounts and you don't have any. So if you guys basically, if you want to get 100 points in a month, you have to be realistic about where your credit score is at, honestly. So let me just say that if you guys have a credit score of 700, for you to get 100 points in a month, that's going to be very, very hard unless you got horrible utilization and you was just at 800. Other than that, you going from 700s going to the 800s like that, not going to happen. 600 to 700, that's going to be hard in a sense of growing that fast. I'm not saying it couldn't happen, but it is possible. It depends on what is wrong with your credit, and why your credit score is that low. When you go from 500s and then you go into the 600s, easy. You can see 150 to 200 points if you go from the 400s to the 500s to the 600s. You can see a great increase. It depends on how fast you move. So let me tell you a few things in terms of what you need to do to actually get this increase. So first off, to get a 100-point increase, you really need to not have any accounts at all, or if you have accounts, you only got one or two. The utilization is very bad. I mean, you spend too much money on those credit cards, or not even just spend too much money. If you're talking about getting new accounts to increase it, you really need to be starving for new accounts. Like you only got one credit card, maybe two, but that's it, nothing more. Because when you add some more onto those, it could very much increase your credit scores. Okay, so if you guys are in a building stage, like this is my website, we're going to talk all over how to get that 100 points basically. And I have a free training. Like once you guys fill this out right here, you're going to get a free dispute letter to delete accounts from your credit reports. And it's also a video where I go step by step, like how to increase your credit score 60 points in 60 days. But the thing is, I have it where it's you spacing it out within the 60 days. If you go and do everything in like a week, seriously, you're gonna see that stuff happen fast. That's the key. Speed, work faster, you get it done faster. So definitely watch this because you'll get even more details. So if you guys have negative accounts can pretty much help you increase your credit score kind of fast. I do have like some previous results that's already on my computer, so I can show you like in terms of increases what you could possibly do, in terms of increase. Like look right here. If you are in the 400s and you coming all the way up, you shooting past the fives, you going to the six, but you was almost at the fives because this is 602. But still, look how much the increase is. And an image like this is from Credit Karma. So it's possible. And don't forget, you got 3 different bureaus. So if one bureau went up 63 points, what do you think the other bureaus are going to do? You get what I'm saying? And then this one went up 83 points and then went to 601. But again, that's a very low credit score. Your credit score can pretty much go up like that. You just have to see exactly what's wrong. So you have to delete any negative accounts. So if you got negative accounts in your credit reports, get that free dispute letter that's there, and then I'm going to show you what it looked like. Get that free dispute letter and start removing them accounts, because you can see great increases also. And this is what it would look like. This is an example. Go on my previous lives. A lot of times I show you guys how to fill out these letters. And all you got to do is just mail them out. But you guys will get these letters, dispute letters for the credit bureaus to remove accounts, plus a special letter for bankruptcies and inquiries. It's all in here. And then don't forget that training is, once you fill this out, you're going to automatically be taken towards the training. You got a few questions, but you're going to go towards the training, and your free dispute letters will be in your email, so you can watch that training for sure. So delete some accounts. You're going to get your 100 points if you start deleting accounts as soon as possible. You should be able to see a great increase. The next thing is, don't forget, add those accounts. So if you guys have very, very bad credit, again, we talk about people that's in the 400s and 500s. Those are the people that's really going to be able to do this 100 points. The rest of y'all probably going to do 60 points, 70 points. It depends on what your credit score is and what's wrong with your credit and how much you neglected it, to the point where they'll be so happy that you're doing something about it. Basically, you're going to get a great increase. But depending on how many credit cards you have, if you don't have at least 4 credit cards, you can see a great increase by getting credit cards. So these are the different lists that I have. My favorite list is the pre-qualified with no hard inquiry. That means you're going to tell me yes or no without giving me a hard inquiry. And if you tell me no, I'm not even going to apply for you and have to worry about that hard inquiry on my credit report, because you told me it's not a chance that you're going to be able to give me a credit card. So I really, really love this list right here. Okay, go in here, get you 4 credit cards. So let me recap. If you got negative accounts, you need to delete them. Okay, you need to delete them. And if you lacking some credit cards, you need to get some credit cards. Now, that's another thing that you guys can have a problem with. And that problem could honestly be that you got bad utilization on your credit cards. You owe too much money on your credit cards. And if you guys have utilization problems, what you need to do is you need to apply for certain credit cards. And I'll just say a few of them out loud. And I have this search bar right here. You see this search? You can search any of these credit cards here. Let me search this first one with you, and then it'll actually take us to a few of them. So the Smile Generation credit card. This is a credit card that can give you a higher limit. And when you get higher limits and you're not using them, guess what? That's going to help with your overall utilization, because they want to know how much money you're using compared to how much you have available. So people was getting this credit card and not getting less than $7,500. Some people may have gotten some lower limits, but the ones that I was personally helping get this account, they were getting no less than $7,500. And if you already got maxed out credit cards, maybe you only got $3,000 in maxed out credit cards, getting this credit card, other credit cards, is going to be able to help you, especially knowing that you don't really have high limits. If you got high limits, again, like in terms of you owe $50,000 in credit cards, or you got $30,000, $40,000, this is not for you right now. You could possibly get these, but honestly, you're going to have to drop that balance to be able to get additional credit cards when you have limits like that you owe. Another one I always tell people about is this Alpheon. I hope I'm even saying it right. I always say that when I even talk about it. This is another one that can be great. Okay. And then any credit card I always talk about on my website, you can honestly click this search bar right here and just search it. But any credit card that I talk about should be in here. So we got Smile Generation, we got Alpheon. These are going to help with your utilization. And then you also got the Cure credit. You got the Lowe's credit card, because those can give you higher limits. And one more thing, you guys, or a few more accounts that you guys can get is actually in here. But let me talk about the next thing while I go and search for them, because those credit cards are at the bottom. When you guys have utilization problems, you guys have to understand that you can simply just pay down those credit cards, and you're going to see that now your credit score is a lot higher. So that's something that you all can do. If you got utilization problems, you want to see a 100-point increase, pay down those balances. And I have a utilization video that I made the other day. You guys can just search Rickita utilization. It shows you how you can track all your credit cards, how you can pay them down. And I suggest that you all do that because that can be very, very beneficial to you guys, just paying down your debt. Okay. Now, again, we talking utilization. This is one of the keys to really get your credit score up over 100 points. It's not just applying for credit cards, not just deleting the accounts. You got to see what your utilization looking like, because that can actually be your problem. So remember, I said you can apply for more credit cards. You guys have the Lexus Pursuits. This can give you a decent limit. You guys, I said the Care Credit, but I didn't show it to you. And you also had a Toyota credit card that can give you a decent limit. And then I have a few of them on here, like the Dell can help you with that. Those are loans down there. You guys can also do, I said the Lowe's, that can be a great one for you. But some of these stores, like Bob's Discount Furniture, these type of Yamaha, these ones can most likely give you a higher limit because they are stores. Usually certain stores like furniture stores, they know you got to spend a lot of money, so they're going to give you a higher limit. These can be those great cards for you that can help you just make it look like you're not using too much of your credit cards, because some people just got a problem where they have to hide their utilization in a sense. Can't really hide it, but you can just hide it by having a lot of credit cards you don't use. So when you use the ones that you do use, it don't look like you maxing out your credit cards, because you have, tens of thousands, hopefully, or a few thousand that you're just not using. The Tempur-Pedic, that's a good one, but definitely you can do that. So again, let's do a recap. I just want to make sure I'm on the right page with y'all. If you want that 100 points, you can do all of these things too. Check every area and you can get that. You can probably got to do everything, but these are the major things. Check out the negative accounts in your credit reports. You need to get them deleted. Okay. Make sure you got 4 credit cards and the utilization is good. Okay. Some people have another problem too, where they have like inquiries. Maybe you have some inquiries on your credit reports. That is not going to give you 100 points. But if we're talking about just getting some points, when you guys get my free dispute letter package, by filling out that link, it'll have inquiry letter in there if you want to mail that out. But I also suggest that you guys just call the credit bureaus and tell them to remove it that way too. But those are some options that you guys have to see a great, great increase in your credit score. Now, that is all I really think that you guys could do at this moment to really make sure that you get your credit score up 100 points. And this is in 30 days, but again, you need to do this. Like, if we talking, let's be honest too. I always try to be honest with y'all, but y'all know I will go crazy in what I'll do. When I wanted to do the same thing, y'all, I got the stuff done in one day. Today, I have it all done. Whenever you watching, you get on all of it in one day. And then you start seeing your credit score go up in Credit Karma. Get your letters out today or tomorrow if you're watching it at night. You apply, make sure you got your 4 credit cards. If you got to get secure because your credit's so bad, then go ahead and get secure, but don't not do anything. Go look on Credit Karma because they may have some credit cards on there that you might can get approved for. They have easier approval for you. So then you do that. If you got credit cards, try to figure out which one gonna be reporting the soonest. Like whichever one due the soonest, that's the one you pay off as much as you can pay off. You're going to see your credit score go up very, very soon. Because don't forget, these credit card companies report to the credit bureaus about 3 to 5 days after our due date. So, 3 to 5 days after your due date. So if your bill technically due tomorrow, that means in less than a week, you're going to see a big increase as long as you pay as much as you can. And you actually did have a balance on that card. So definitely check this out. If you guys have any questions, you can see right at the top, right above the free dispute letter, you see where it says schedule a call. Schedule a call with me or somebody on my team. We'll be happy to help you all. I'll see you guys in the next video.